Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to take a look at some of these updates, and in particular Underspire, which can be found in the games menu. First things first though, let's take a look at this new card style and see what we think of it. Now, right now, I am not a fan of this new style. I think it looks way more confusing, way more cluttered than the last ones, and one thing I really don't like is the way they can no longer fit in the actual type of troop. Like, this is an elemental and wheel. It took me a few moments to think what will is and realise, oh, wild folk. It's like before, that was clearly shown on the card. They said they've changed this style to stop newer players getting confused about what mana colours a troop uses, but I think this actually makes it more confusing, because if you look at this card here, just as an example, you can see that the mana colour says 10, and that's green and purple. But they put the colours underneath it in its attack, armour and life stats, where it's got 58 in that green part of the attack stats and 120 in the life. It's got purple as a background. A new player may come to this and think, oh, I've got 58 green attack, or I've got a 120 purple heart, whatever, and this one here, oh, I've got 63 red. How do I use that 63 red attack, and how do I use that 107, I don't know, I think it's a little bit more confusing, I really do. And the 3 diamond things at the bottom where it says Naga in the bottom right hand corner of the card, I'm guessing that means I've got the 3 traits for this, because I've got all my traits on all of the troops. But yeah, this to me is just harder to look at, and in game it's much harder to see your remaining life and things like that, I think. Maybe it's because this is still new to us. We're so used to looking at the old style. So in time it may become better, I don't know. But yeah, I like the enhancement. I like the way it looks. It's like there's an added lighting effect to it, sort of thing, which makes it look a little bit more grooving, a bit more funky. It's got a nice little sheen to it, I suppose. But yeah, I don't see how this is going to make things less confusing for new players. I think it's going to make things more confusing, because this is an elemental beer, and I might go searching on the internet to find out what an elemental beer was, or what a beer was in this game. But it's beast, and it's like, how is that an improvement? That is making things worse. Sorry, I think it just is. And again, a newer player may think this uses 61 red attack. It's got 110 gold shield and 107 brownie gold heart. How do I use that? It's not. It's the mana colours mixed in with the other stuff, which to me makes it look even more confusing. Anyway, that's the troops. Let me know what you think about these troop card designs in the comments. I think it's a downgrade. And one thing that's always struck me as well is the medals. Before, I think it was a much better system. Those wings you had in the corner, the gold wings, the silver wings, the bronze wings, it looked nice. This is now just a circular frame thing around the mana colour. And again, on the previous one, the gold and bronze was kind of hard to separate. You weren't entirely sure all the time if it was gold or bronze, and I think it's even worse on this one now. I think this is gold, but why not make it a really shiny gold with a nice little ting on the corner, like a little twinkle or something, and then make the bronze a bit of a murky brown colour that's really clearly different from the gold. It's like, again, supposed to be an improvement, but I am not sure it is. Let's have a look at this Underspire malarkey. Here we go. Right, Deep Shrine, what's that about? The current Underspire event does not have an active Deep Shrine. Okay. Right, so we have 21 torches, L1. You can buy 5 more for 50 gems. Lanterns will double rewards from battles and will extend vision by 1 room. This item is currently unavailable in your region. Please check back later. Great. So they've given us something we can't buy again. So trinkets. This is just going to show our trinkets. Frost, Bone, Hex, Wild, Resistance and Death trinkets. And this is a bigger version of the map if you press the R2 button. So yeah, it's quite a big old sprawling map. Look at that. That's actually going to be quite fun to unlock. So that is the starting point. You have to move forward to the first room, and here we go. Goblin Kitchen. Okay. I don't know why that tickled me funny, but we're in the Goblin Kitchen, and there's Grapple Pot, I'm about to make something. Now we have a choice out of fighting with torch or fighting with lanterns. Well, we can't have lanterns right now because we're not allowed, because it's not in my region or something, so we're going to have to use a torch. The kingdom is Wild Plains, so it's Wild Plains week. So the team you're going to have to pick is going to be locked to Wild Plains, and when this changes every week, it's going to be tied to the kingdom. So basically we'll have to make a new team from that same kingdom. So Wild Plains, how should we go about this? We have, let's take a look at our troops. Obviously I'm finding this initially so much more to look at. It's like my eyes are trying to take in 3 times what they were before. Yeah. Let me see what weapons we're restricted to first. Yeah, because if we are restricted to Wild Plains weapons now, that's part of it as well. The weapons are going to be restricted, I think, to the kingdom at the same time. So this is going to make it interesting. Well, I do like the way these look. These look nice. There's a nice added sheen to them, which is good. I'm liking this. But yeah, let's start with that. Who we've got that does red? He'll be quite good. Damage to all enemies, boosted by my attack, life and armor. Knock the first enemy to the back. Let's chuck him in there. It's not too bad. Chuck him in there for as a placeholder. I mean, if we go Shaman class for this, we can get a 50% start anyway. But I do like Mekator. In fact, I'm going to do it this way. It's going to be similar to the team I chose the other day, but I love the fact this does splash damage with an independent 30% chances to silence each enemy. So I'm going to chuck him in there ahead of Marnagor. Just recap what this does. In fact, I'm going to have 2 times Mekator, I think. So I do love that silence. Silence troops cannot gain mana or cast spells. And let's give this a go. Right, so a banner for this, we're going to want plenty of blue. Don't have to worry about red, we can get loads of red from the weapon. So blue or brown, thank you very much. That'll do. Other way around is fine. Class, we're going to be in Shaman, because I absolutely want that 50% start on all my troops. And just double check the traits. All Taurus allies start with 50% mana. Frosty is good, Leading Light is good, Root Trap excellent, Blood and Glory is okay. Yeah, even though we use green, we still don't want a storm, because we don't want it messing up the amount of red that appear when we cast our weapon. Vengeance is fine, Bloodthirsty is fine, Bullet General good. Right, we are good to go on our team. Right, so let's jump in and have a first scrap. Shall I change these around? Do I need that in second place? It's going to be quicker at first, I suppose. Let's dive in. If you don't have a Taurus, you can pop in a different troop instead and just make the Mekators second and third place. They're still going to do plenty of damage. See, this is not as intuitive straight away to see my mana. That's like, and they've changed the colours. I mean, at first glance, you may think that you need green. If you're a new player, because they've changed how much mana, the mana thing, like 7 out of 15 is written in blue. That's the first colour of the manas that I need. But you can use both. You can use blue or brown. But a new player may come to that thinking they can only collect blue. Same as this one. It's written in green because green is the first colour that Taurus uses. But it's not very intuitive that a player can actually collect green, red or yellow. So yeah, I don't know. They're supposed to be making it less confusing, they said, but sometimes I think you can overthink it and actually make it worse. Right, so I really want blue and brown, so let's grab some of that for my Rage Reaver. Chuck it on them. Plenty of mana, bash them out of the way. Let's move on up. Right, now let's see how this works. Okay, so we've got a torch, we're seeing one room ahead. And you just keep on going. Oh, right, Keystone. This is interesting. So we can get a lantern for free. We'll absolutely grab that. Thank you very much. We have a lantern. Death trinket, 25 gems. This trinket will death mark all enemies at the start of battle. I'm just going to do this just for the crack and see how it all works. This is the merchant room. And I'm going to grab a keystone for 100 gems. Use this keystone to unlock doors of the matching colour. Right. I'm going to purchase... Oh, you can do that as many times as you want, but there's no need to right now. We'll just leave that as it is. Now we've moved on. That took a little while to unlock then. It looked, just didn't... Right, what I'm going to do is have a look at these torch boosters. It's a bit annoying that I can't buy this lantern booster because I kind of want to, because I want to see what it does. Anyway, right, so we have a torch fight or a lantern fight. I've got a lantern, so if I do this, the way I understand it, you're going to unlock, you're going to get a bigger spread of light if I do this and win this. So I can actually choose where I'm going to go next. I think. This is my first time doing this too. Right, so what can we do? We'll grab that match there. Let's grab ourselves that there. I missed that match over there. See, in my mind's eye, the way I see these troops now, everything looks so busy. It looks so busy to me right now. It's actually it's a bit crazy. Let's cast our Rage Reaver. Fill up our troops and get rid of them. May get used to it. It's just maybe a different style. I don't know. Gold to Deep Shrine. Alright, now let's see what this does. The way I understand it, this means it should open a bit more. Yeah, so right, we've got a gold and a silver room here. Does the gold mean it does better rewards than the silver ones? So we'll do this one. We'll do it with a torch because that's pretty much our only choice. Right, let's try not to miss any absolutely obvious 4 matches this time. Get your Rage Reaver up, chuck that on 2nd or 3rd place. And get rid of the last one. Right, let's speed this up a little bit now. Well, I'm liking the concept of it. It's different. We're going to see one room further eventually, I think. Oh no, we didn't see any further because that room's already there. Because the torch only shows one room further every time, we effectively didn't gain any progress on the visuals. But that has changed to a gold one now. Okay. That was silver before, I think, but it's now changed to gold. I don't know if that's rewards based, if they're better or worse, or just the way the game works. No blue or brown to collect. We'll grab some other stuff. Doesn't really matter who you cast it on when your Taurus is going to get charged up straight away sometimes. But it is always better to cast it on the 2nd or 3rd troop, really. We'll see one room further. So this is going to take a little bit of time. Oh, this is getting more interesting. So now we've got paths going left and right here. So we'll do this room. It's the Doom of Nature Mythic room. I want to get some lanterns, but I'm not allowed. So you can use these if you want, because we've picked up those death trinkets. Like, how do you activate them? So is that activated or not? Select trinkets to use in this battle. Oh, it's highlighted. Yeah, it's gone green. Look, if I press that once and move away, it's lit up green, which means I'd be using some of those, but I don't want to use those just yet. Alright, let's continue using our torches because that's our only choice. As ever, this is becoming much more intuitive when you play it. When I done my 7.0 narrated video last night, this all sounds a lot more confusing than what it actually is when you than when you actually play it. It's becoming a lot more straightforward now. Didn't have to do anything, just The team worked by itself there, really good. Getting bonus XP because of our Guild Wars win yesterday. Yeah, and that's opened up one lot next door. Now, this is the way we want to go. This is our keystone here. That little grey thing above the gold crossed swords there is our keystone. So this is the one I want to fight because I want to get the keystone. Or I believe that's the keystone anyway. I should have done that. Should have got my Rage Reaver up. Let's get that anyway, just because it's there. And Taurus is going to do a job. Right, so let's see what this has done. Alright, I've done a bunch more battles and I've expanded the map a fair bit. Now I'm running out of torches. I've only got 3 left. Now I'm not allowed to buy these lanterns, which is annoying because I wanted to because my region is incorrect, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, we'll grab some more torches. You can buy some more torches for a certain amount of gems. I'll do that. Thank you. And there was a room up here. Where was it? There we go. It's got gold there. What does that mean? Let's do this room. Aha, it's a merchant room. Another merchant room. So we can buy a keystone. Use this keystone to unlock doors of the matching colour. We can get bone trinkets and hex trinkets. Well, I'm just going to get these just for the hex of it. Do you see? Oh god, they don't get any funnier. But yeah, you can buy as many of them as you want. The trinket will create 6 doom skulls at the start of battle, and this trinket will curse all enemies at the start. So like, these are only going to be relevant when you're up against certain opponents. For example, if it's one of these rooms, or the kingdom is where you're going to use something like Hiking Iron Gut, for example, when you want to devour enemies as part of your strategy, and you're up against dwarves, you can get the hex trinkets and curse the enemies at the start, and then that will make them devourable because it takes away their immunity to devour. And we'll get that keystone for 200 gems. Why not? Thank you very much. Right, so that is the merchant room. We've got another keystone. One thing I'm not sure on right now, if anybody's played this further than me, is do these keystones come up? Are they all somewhere on the map? The one I've just bought for 200 gems, is that just a shortcut to save me having to find them by, you know, going through all the rooms? Alright, I've just unlocked this room here. It's got a shiny blue thing in it, and it's got the mythic thing. Is this the Uber boss thing? The Emerald Lair. Alright, let's fight this. We've got Emeraldin in here. Emeraldrin. Still going to be no hassle for my team, but let's get it done. Grab them anyway. Cast our Rage Reaver. Charge up our other guys. Kaboosh! And out of there. Now let's see what rewards we get from this. Standard XP, trophies, emeralds. Oh, 1 Imperial Deed. And 1 Epic Vault Key. That is not bad. 1 Imperial Deed. Very nice indeed. Happy with that. Need Imperial Deeds. Rarest of the deeds used to upgrade any kingdom to even greater levels. And Epic Vault Keys you can get some really cool rewards from. So yeah. So fight your way to that big boss room and bang him around the head and pick up some really cool rewards. Well, that'll do for now. There's the video. If you enjoyed it, why not bash that like and subscribe button? It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.